Okay, so here is lesson 6, still in unit 8, lesson 6, code practice 2. And with this one, what they're asking is you're going to copy and paste your code from code practice 1. And from that, you're then going to prompt the user for how many values. Once they've prompted that, should be in the list, and those values are generator. You're going to print the whole list, which we've already done. And then we're going to create a whole new function called diff list. DIFFLIST. In this method, you're going to accept the list as a parameter. So we're going to define that here. Well, that's what we're doing right here. And inside, you should add up the negatives of all the values in the list and then return the result back to the original method call. And then finally, we're going to print the difference of values, that difference of the values. Okay, so far so good? All right, so here we go. So looking at it first, so we've got this set up here. We've got our import random, and then we're going to create this new parameter list. Okay, then this is what we have from last time. I think our variables might be a little bit different. Yeah, I think we used A to N last time, which is fine. We've just changed that N to an I, and we're here. And then it's for X in the range of I. We're going to append the random integers. Remember, we're imported random here. Now, this is where we create our next function, okay, our diff list. Okay, we want the difference in the values. We're going to find the difference in all the values, and then we're going to find the sum of that. And then that's going to tell us how many are there. Excuse me. Must have been something I drank. So here it is. Here's our new function. We have this function, the build list, which we've already done. You should have just copied. So here's our defining our new function, diff list. Again, that's a capital L. And we're going to use this for B. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is say our difference equals 0. We're going to define that value, that variable diff for difference equals 0. And then for values in B, colon, right? Realize there's a colon here, so all this is tabbed over for the function. This moves it over again. Difference equals the difference minus the value. So in other words, it's going to find the difference between each of the values and then add them all together. It's kind of like a variability, a standard deviation for those of you that are in statistics. Okay, so this is our first function was build a list. Our second function is diff list, where we're finding the difference in all the values. Then we're going to return that value. Then of course, we're going to use it here in a moment. So then, our number, integer, how many numbers do you want to add to the list? Here, this one has a question mark, not a colon. This is confusing to me as well. I don't question the people at Adhesive though, or excuse me, Project STEM. Used to be called Adhesive. Then we're going to build list. We're going to run this up here, A to I, whatever values are in the list, and how many numbers are going to be in that list. And then it's going to generate the list. We're going to print that list. Then we have new, our new list is running this function. So it's going to take list, it's going to take all the values that we've created in this list up here, and it's going to run the difference in them. It's going to find the difference of all those values. Then we're going to print total plus string of the new parts. Okay, didn't put a colon here behind total. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Okay, so again, this is copied from the last one. The import random was copied from the last one. We had to create this list. We had to make a new parameter. We created this new function. It finds the difference in all the values. You have the person input how many numbers they want on the list. We print that list. Then it tells us the sum total of the differences when we when we run diff list. All right. I hope that makes sense. Any questions? Wonderful. Hope you have a great rest of the day.